fans, welcome to a beautiful day on the Frank Ranch. Okay, so since we are into full summer barbecue season, I just figured we'd start with some more wings. So today I got a great recipe. It is garlic Parmesan wings. Now, garlic Parmesan wings seem pretty simple, but I've been reading a lot that if you put some baking powder on the wings, it's supposed to crisp them up a little bit. So we're gonna give this a shot. So it's pretty simple. First thing we're gonna do is season up our chicken wings. Now I'm using OBQ's double strength garlic. The reason I'm using this is because it's just garlic pepper, and that's all we want to put onto the wings. So we're going to season these things up nicely. Now I've got the smoker going. I've rolled out the Oklahoma Joe. I've got it going. It's set up at 275 degrees. I figured since we're in the summer, a lot of people are using those. I'm going to start doing a lot more videos with the Oklahoma Joe. So that way everybody can get an idea of what we're doing. So, season these things up with the seasoning. And then we're going to put a little bit of baking powder on here. Now, everything I've read said it has to make sure that you're not using baking powder with aluminum in it. I didn't even know that baking powder had aluminum in it. So I'm just going to put a little bit on these things and see if it doesn't make a difference. Who cares? But it's worth the shot to try it because I'm always down to try new things out here. So we'll just season them up a little bit. Normally I like to let the recipe sit and age for a little bit, you know, let all the seasonings set in. But right now we're just going to do these and see how this comes out. I've also got the wood I'm using on the smoker today. I'm using a blend of cherry and apple. Now, a lot of you have heard me talk about when I was learning how to cook chicken. Some of you have not, but when you're cooking chicken, you only want to use a little bit of wood, like 1 to 2 chunks. You don't need a whole lot. And the reason I know this is because when I was starting to learn chicken, I was practicing. People were like, use pecan, use pecan, use pecan. I'm like, all right, so I used pecan. My brother was in town. This was when I was back in Phoenix. My brother was in town, and he came over. And I said, check out this beautiful chicken that I made. And it had a nice, beautiful brown color to it. And he's like, let's eat. So I gave him a piece of chicken. He took a bite, and he's like, ooh, it tastes like I have nuts in my mouth. And that's when I learned that you can very easily oversmoke chicken. All right, so I've got my baking powder on here. I've got my smoker up to 275, ready to go. So I'm going to cook these things on a little grate. So let's just go ahead and lay these things out. And for the sauce, the only thing the sauce is chopped up garlic and some butter and Parmesan. So once these things are just about finished, I'm going to come out, I'm going to whip up the sauce, and we'll toss them in the sauce and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and put these on here. A little heavy on the smoke right now, but it'll burn off in a few minutes. So these things are probably going to take about 45 minutes, so we'll come back when it's done. Be back in a few. Okay guys, here we are at the end of our chicken wing cook. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I did ramp the cooker to 300 degrees towards the end of the cook for like the last 15 minutes. We've been at it for an hour. The reason I did that is because I wanted to crisp the chicken wings up a little bit. I don't want a soggy wing like when you smoke them. Towards the end, you want to ramp the cooker up and get it going a little bit. So these things are looking really nice. I'm going to pull those off in just a second. Now, I already started grating the garlic, so what we got here is I've taken about 2 tablespoons of butter, put into the bowl, grated up some raw garlic with our fancy little mini cheese grater. I'm going to grate this in, and then we're going to go ahead and add some Parmesan. I already had some in there. We're going to add some more in. I'm going to save a tiny bit for the end just to toss over, and since I didn't bring a spoon, we're just going to mix that up a little bit here. Now you're not going to serve these with barbecue sauce because these are not a barbecued chicken wing. These are a garlic Parmesan chicken wing. So let's go ahead and grab these things off. Let's take them one at a time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're looking good. All right, let's go ahead and swish these around a little bit. I don't want to toss them too hard because I don't want them flying out. Let's just use our hands here. So what we want is we want these things coated really nice with all the Parmesan. Oh man, that smells amazing. The Parmesan, the garlic, the butter. This is what we're looking for here. Let me move this out of the way. All right, so these are going to be a huge hit at your next barbecue. You can make these real simple. Let this barbecue, or let this Parmesan and garlic set into the wings a little bit. These things smell absolutely incredible. And I'm telling you, you guys are going to love these things. So there we go. Like I said, it's a real simple recipe. You guys are really going to enjoy it. All you're using is butter, garlic, Parmesan, and to be honest, I'm not seeing where the baking powder actually made it any more crispy, so who knows, maybe we didn't do it correctly. It's not that big of a deal because these things smell, and I know they're going to taste amazing. So there you have it, guys. Another real simple recipe for your next upcoming barbecue. Impressed you, yes, with these things? Because I guarantee you they're going to enjoy them. So until next time, guys, keep on smoking it.